mindsets. It's helping people see something different than maybe they see in the situation. And when they see something different, it completely changes their attitude and then ultimately their behavior. And I want to give you one example of this. I think it was the podcaster named Jocko, who was in the Navy SEALs. I think he was in the Navy SEALs. Anyways, I was listening to him one time, and he talked about how he would always tell his staff when they would come to him with bad news, then he would say, well, that's good. And then he would give them the reason it was good. And so this just became a habit that every time they came to give him bad news, he would say, that's good. And he would tell them why. I think it's actually a brilliant reframe, but what I would do is I would add to that. Instead of you telling people that's good and here's why, I would get them to figure out why that's good. So this might look like one of your staff members comes in and says, oh, I just found out that Jerry wants to quit. That's bad. And you can say, actually, that's good. And then they might be confused and you can say, what's good about that? What do you think is good about that? And it forces your staff member to think, well, yeah, what is good about that? And to find something good. It's not whether it's actually a good thing or not that Jerry wants to quit, but there's always something good that can come out of it. And repeating that over and over for your staff begins to train them to see challenges differently, right? They might come in and say, hey, our biggest account, like they're not happy because our last shipment was late and it's the second one that's been late and they're not pleased with us. They're thinking of maybe dropping us. This is bad. And you say, no, this is good. Hey, why do you think this is good? And they've got to start to think, why is this good? Hey, this is good because it's going to force us to completely look at all of our supply chain and figure out how we can improve it. Or this is good because this is going to give us a chance to over deliver on our next shipment and make it right. So it doesn't matter what the news that's coming. They might come and say, hey, 2 people on the team are out with the flu. And this is a crucial week for us. This is bad. So actually, this is good. Why do you think this is good? And again, they've got to start to think, what is good about this situation? So again, like I said, it's not whether it's actually a good or bad thing, but there's always good to be found. And that's what leaders do. Leaders help direct people's thinking so that it changes their attitude, which then changes their behavior. Because what we don't want is people sitting around licking their wounds. Instead, hey, let's get back to work. Let's get down to business. Whatever it is that we need to change or shift, let's do it. And a great way to do that is to ask the question, hey, what's good?